There's a reason why certain guys, who aren't the richest, tallest, or best looking, still have women chasing after them. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's psychology. Women, just like men, have emotional triggers. Psychological weak spots that, when understood, make attraction almost effortless. No manipulation, just awareness. And if you learn how to press the right emotional buttons the right way, she'll feel drawn to you without even knowing why. In this video, I'll break down 9 psychological weaknesses most women have, things they're not even fully conscious of, that make them fall deeply for the right guy. Use this knowledge with respect, not games, because once you master it, you'll never chase love again. It'll chase you. Let's begin. 1. She craves emotional contrast, not constant comfort. Here's the truth that most men don't understand. Women aren't drawn to a smooth emotional ride. They're drawn to the roller coaster. Emotional contrast means taking her on a journey, not letting things become predictable and dull. It's the shift between being playful and serious, confident and vulnerable, mysterious and open. These contrasts stir her emotions. And that's where attraction lives. Too many guys stay in one emotional tone, nice, available, or logical. But that makes you feel flat. Women want to feel something around you, surprise, curiosity, excitement. Not because they're unstable, but because they're wired to connect emotionally before logically. Think of it like a movie. A film with one emotion throughout is boring, but one that makes you laugh, think, and maybe even cry? That sticks with you. You become that movie for her. So if you want to stand out, stop trying to be consistently safe. Be dynamically you. Give her contrast, and you'll give her something no one else does. An emotional experience she won't forget. 2. Mystery makes her obsess. The moment a woman thinks she's figured you out completely, she stops wondering about you. And when she stops wondering, she stops emotionally investing. Mystery isn't about playing games or hiding your life. It's about not putting everything on the table right away. The unknown is more attractive than the obvious. Ever notice how women get drawn to guys who don't reveal too much? It's because the brain fills in the blanks, and those blanks become fantasies. When she's not quite sure what you're thinking, what your next move is, or what drives you, she becomes curious. And curiosity is powerful. It keeps her engaged, analyzing, thinking about you long after you're gone. You don't have to be cold or distant. Just avoid being a complete open book. Leave room for questions. Say less than necessary. Let her feel like there's always something more to discover about you, because once she thinks she knows it all, she stops looking deeper. 3. She's drawn to purpose, more than possessions. Many men think having money, status, or flashy things will win her over. But what actually captures her heart is purpose. A man who knows where he's going and refuses to be distracted. A guy on a mission becomes magnetic because purpose is power. It shows direction, stability, and strength. When a woman senses that you have something bigger than her going on in your life, it triggers both admiration and desire. You become the challenge, the man who won't throw everything away for attention, and that challenge makes you valuable. Women fall for men who don't need them to feel complete. So stop chasing her approval. Lock in on your goals, build your world, and let her witness it. The man who can walk away is the one they chase hardest, because his life means something with or without her. 4. Validation feeds her ego, but restraint triggers her emotions. Every woman gets compliments. Every woman gets likes and DMs. But you're different. You don't flood her with approval just to win her over. You observe. You give praise when it's earned, not when it's expected. Why does this work? Because it makes your validation rare, and anything rare is valuable. The guy who compliments her constantly becomes white noise, but the one who looks at her, smiles, and simply says, "You know," There's something different about you. With confidence, that sticks. She'll replay that in her head. She'll wonder what you meant. She'll chase your opinion instead of being handed approval. This doesn't mean being cold. It means being intentional. Don't give her what every other guy gives for free. Make your validation feel earned, and she'll feel emotionally invested in keeping it. 5. She can't resist a man who's emotionally controlled. A woman will test you, not always on purpose, but through her emotions. Mood swings, drama, silence. Why? To see if you can handle her without losing yourself. The man who stays centered during emotional storms? That man becomes rare. He becomes safe, powerful, and desired. Emotional control isn't about being numb. It's about responding, not reacting. When she yells and you stay calm, when she pulls away and you don't chase, you show her that your emotions are not for sale. You don't panic, you don't beg, you remain grounded. That stability becomes addictive to her. Because most men either become needy or explode. But you're stoic. She feels safe around you. Not because you say the right words, but because your energy says, I'm unshakable. And when a woman feels that, she falls hard. 6. She responds to masculine polarity. Masculinity attracts femininity. It's a law of nature. But too many men soften themselves in hopes of being liked. They try to be nice, agreeable, and passive. And while that may win her comfort, it won't win her attraction. Women are psychologically wired to respond to masculine energy, decisiveness, leadership, confidence, and clarity. When you say what you mean, make decisions, take the lead, and stand your ground respectfully, you create polarity. That polarity is the fire that fuels attraction. Don't be afraid to take up space. Don't ask for permission to be a man. Own your energy, speak with purpose, and walk with certainty. When you bring real masculinity to the table, it gives her the freedom to drop into her femininity. And when that balance clicks, she won't want anyone else. 7. She's influenced more by feelings than logic. Men fall in love logically, what makes sense, what aligns with values. Women fall in love emotionally, how they feel around you. You can say all the right things, but if she doesn't feel something when she's with you, it won't stick. This is why humor, storytelling, tension, and eye contact are so powerful. They bypass logic and go straight to emotion. You want to make her laugh, make her think, make her feel alive, not just with words, but with presence. So instead of trying to convince her why you're a good guy, focus on the vibe you create. Can she feel your confidence, your edge, your mystery? Attraction isn't built through explanation. It's built through experience. Make her feel something, and logic won't even matter. 8. She's programmed to chase what she can't fully have. It's human nature. We want what we can't have. But women, in particular, are wired to pursue men who aren't fully theirs yet. It triggers the reward center of the brain. The uncertainty, the challenge, the anticipation. It all creates emotional engagement. When you're slightly out of reach, not distant, but not overly available, you force her to invest. She wonders where she stands. She replays your words. She starts chasing validation from you instead of the other way around. This is why you never want to come off as overly eager or instantly available. Keep your schedule, live your life, let her earn access to your time. Because when you're not always there, your presence becomes a reward, not a given, and that's when she starts falling harder. 9. She melts for the man who leads her into her feminine. At her core, a woman wants to relax into her softness. But in today's world, many women are forced to be hard, independent, guarded, always in control. The man who can make her feel safe enough to let go, that's the one she remembers. When you lead with strength, direction, and calm energy, she doesn't have to carry everything. She can trust your decisions. She can lean into your presence. That's not control, it's leadership. And that leadership awakens her deepest desire. To be feminine around a man who makes her feel protected, not pressured. You don't lead with force, you lead with certainty. Whether it's choosing the restaurant, walking with confidence, or staying composed when she's emotional, it all communicates one thing: I've got this. And once she feels that, she'll start to fall for you without even knowing why. These aren't tricks, they're truths. Psychological triggers that, when used with integrity, don't manipulate, they magnetize. Women don't fall for perfection, they fall for presence, polarity, and purpose. Master these 9 traits, and you'll stop wondering how to attract women. You'll become the man they instinctively chase, because you understand how they feel, not just what they say. If this video helped, make sure to like, comment your favorite insight, and subscribe for more powerful, no BS advice. Until next time, stay sharp, stay grounded, and remember, the high-value man never chases. He attracts.